Okay, are we all set then to start? Yes? Okay, so if you have a block or a cushion or something to sit on, we're gonna start seated. So just something that you can sit on to raise your hips above your knees. It helps with your posture, helps support the natural curves in your spine. And then lift up through your chest so you're nice and tall. Fall through the crown of your head, neck is long and extended. And then just gently close your eyes. So we're just gonna take a moment to settle. Notice what is touching the ground, your sit bones, maybe your shin bones. And allow your mind to find some space from all of the usual busyness. Maybe not attaching to the thoughts as they come, just letting them pass on through. And then bring some attention to your breath. And just observe, allow what is at this moment. And everybody take a nice big breath in. Sigh it out. You can drop your chin to your chest. Gently open your eyes and look up. So I don't know if you can see the screen, but we have a guest that's joined us, my dog. So from here, we're gonna come into child's pose. So just come around, take your knees wide, sink your hips back, and stretch out your spine. Allow your forehead to rest down. Really see here if you can relax, yield to the ground, let it support you and just give way. Sort of melting for a moment. And then again, breathing nice and big. Fill up, feel your ribs expand. Your low back expands. Just stretching across your low back. Breathe in, couple big breaths. And then from here, walk your hands over to the right, off of your mat, stretching through your left side. And come back through center. Take it over to the other side. And then come back through center. And we're going to come up onto all fours, tabletop position. And here we're going to begin moving through cat and cow, spinal waves, stretching across your back. You can pull your hips back and then let the belly drop, pull the shoulders together and down your spine as you open through the chest. Going back and forth. And then from here, let's try taking it all the way, bringing your heels back toward your hips. And then this time coming forward, letting your hips pull forward, opening through your chest. So basically taking the cat-cow nice and big. Just expanding on the movement. And then you can take it side to side too, stretching your side bodies. And eventually coming back to tabletop position. And from here, you're gonna lift that left foot behind you, lift it up in the air, flex the foot, toes point down, engage your core, and right hand reaches out. Reach long through your fingers and your toes away from one another. And then set it down. And the other side, right foot will lift, the left hand reaches. And then set it down. And we're going to reach the left foot back. This time, press down into the ground, pressing your heel away, stretching through the calf. And then you're going to plant the calf, or plant the foot, opening up into a side plank. And reaching overhead, nice big stretch here. And then coming back through center. And switching, right foot reaches away, push that heel away, stretch through your calf. And then plant that foot, opening up to the ceiling, reach up and over. And come back around to center. From here, walk your hand up in front of you, let that chest melt down, keeping your tailbone tall. Just getting a nice opening through the chest and the shoulders. And then come back up to tabletop. From here, we're gonna reach, stand up on your knees, nice and tall, and reach your right foot out away from you, letting the left hand come up and over. This is gate pose. Stretching through the left side. Really should feel it right in here. And then come back up. And left hand, or left foot goes out. And right hand comes up and over. And come back up. From here, coming down onto all fours once again, spread your fingers nice and wide. Tuck your toes, lifting up into down dog. So take some moments here to allow your body to open up into your down dog. You can pedal your feet or wiggle your hips. Bend your knees, lift your tailbone tall. Let your heels start pressing toward the ground. Take a couple big breaths here. Like 3 big, slow breaths. And then from here, we're gonna lift the left leg up behind you. And begin to stack the left hip on top of the right hip, bending your knee, opening up. And then set that foot back down. And right foot lifts behind you. Stack that right hip on top of left hip, bend your knee and open up. And then set that foot down. And from here, we're gonna walk very slowly, taking one step at a time, bringing your feet toward your hands. Just allowing the stretch along the back of your legs. And then when you get to the top of your mat, you're just in a forward fold. So then go ahead and let your upper body relax. Release, hinging from your hips. You could grab your elbows and find some sway. And then let go of your hands and you're gonna lift up for a halfway lift, a flat back. So press into your shins, pull your sternum away from your tailbone, pull your shoulders back. Nice long flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Once again, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, release. And then inhale all the way up to a stand. Reach up nice and tall. Look up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up and look. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway long, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to plank. And pause. Hold plank. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone a little. You can always come to your knees here. And then very slowly, whether through your knees or as a straight line, lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. We're going to roll the shoulders to lift. Spread your collarbones, open up. Exhale, release. Once again, inhale, chest pulls forward, lifting. Exhale, release. And one more time, inhale, lift and open up. And then exhale, release, press up and back, down, down. We're gonna walk our feet forward again toward the hands, taking your time, stretching out the back of your legs as you do. And then inhale, long, flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale all the way up to stand. Reach up and look up. And then exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back and lower. And then inhale, lift and open up. Exhale, press up and back, down, dog. From here, you're gonna look forward and step your right foot into a low lunge. So it is a great place for blocks if you have them. So you can keep your chest lifted, your spine long. You can be on the ball of your back foot or drop down onto your knee, whatever you prefer here. And just take a couple breaths, just breathing and allowing the time, the chance for the body to stretch and to open, to release. And then from here, keep your left hand down. We're gonna raise the right hand up for a twist. And then bring your right hand back down. We're gonna pull the hips back and straighten through the front leg. So you can lift and spread the toes. Once again, if you have the blocks, it helps lengthen your arms to keep your chest lifted so you're not bending over. Always looking for long lines. Length. Your breath and sensation. It'll keep you present to what you're doing so you don't get distracted. And then go ahead and bend back into that front knee. We're just going to step back into a down dog. And then look forward, step your left foot into low lunge. Coming onto the back knee or staying on the ball of your back foot to your preference. And then allowing your chest to lift so your spine stays long. We're going to keep the right hand down as we raise the left hand up for the twist. And bring your hand back down and then pull your hips back to straighten through the front leg. So here you're just allowing the hamstring, everything in the back of the front leg to stretch. And then go ahead and bend back into that front knee. So you're back into a low lunge. From here, we're gonna just pivot to the right, bringing your feet around so they become parallel into a wide-legged fold. So you can allow your body, your upper body to fold over. You can grab the outsides of your shins, ankles, or feet. You could walk your hands through your legs, just giving you some options here. You can always just bring your elbows down onto the ground. And then from here, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. So you're gonna lift your chest. You're lifting halfway for a flat back. And then keep your right hand underneath your face as you lift your left hand up for a twist. Long, flat back, opening up toward the ceiling. And then bring your left hand down. And we're gonna open up right hand toward the ceiling. And then bringing your right hand back down, pivot back around to the front of your mat into a low lunge. Clench your palms and step back into down dog. From here, look forward, step your right foot into a low lunge, and then we're going to come up into a crescent lunge. So pressing down into your feet, raise yourself up. If you put your hands on your hips, you're pulling your right hip back, left hip forward to square the hips. Tailbone is rooting down toward the ground. Belly pulling in and up. You can reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Three breaths. From here, plant the back foot and open up into warrior two. And settle yourself as you sink your hips down, shoulders over hips. And flip your front palm, reach back, stretch back, peaceful warrior. And then begin to straighten your front leg and bring this forward into triangle pose. So right hip comes down, right hand is reaching long, long, long. Right hand lands, left shoulder pulls back. Rotate your torso toward the ceiling, reaching the left hand up. And then from here, bend into the front knee, coming back up into warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach back. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. You're gonna step back to plank. Lower all the way to the ground. Roll your shoulders, inhale, lift up. And then exhale, press up and back, down, down. And look forward, left foot steps, low lunge. Root down into your feet as you lift yourself up, coming into crescent lunge. You can try to square your hips, maybe using your hands to help you. Tailbone is rooting down, bending, sinking lower. Pull your belly up, pull everything up, reach up. From here, we're going to open up into warrior two. Plant the back foot, adjust the front foot, heel to arch alignment. And then flip your front palm and reach back. And then straighten your front leg and take it forward. Left hip comes down. Left hand reaches long. Left hand comes to the ground or a block. Pull your right shoulder as you rotate your torso and reach up nice and tall. From here, bend into your front knee, come back up, warrior two. And flip your front palm, reach back. And exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Step back to plank and lower all the way down. And this time, bring your hand alongside you. We're gonna lift up for locust, rolling your shoulders, lifting your feet, finding length. And then come back down and bend your knees. Just let your feet windshield wiper side to side. And then bring your hands by your ribs. You're gonna press into the tops of your feet, roll your shoulders and lift up. one big cobra. And then exhale, release. Press yourself up and back into down dog. And from here, we're gonna come into half pigeon. So bringing your right knee up toward your right wrist, foot goes across the mat. If this hurts your knee, don't do it. We can do it on your back. I'll show you that in just a moment. Otherwise, inch your left leg back behind you to sort of square your hips down. You could stay lifted or come down forward. Rest your head, relax into the stretch. Just to show you as an example, if you don't want to do that, you can cross your right ankle over your left knee and bring it in toward your chest. It's essentially the same stretch, easier on the knee. But if you're on your back, you really have to give yourself a little more effort of pulling it in, whereas the gravity does that work for you here. Just a couple breaths here. And then go ahead, plant your palms. We're gonna step back into down dog. And then bring your left knee up. Inch your right leg back behind you. And then settle yourself into the stretch. So you wanna bring your attention to your breath, relax, think of relax, release, not resisting. And then from here, plant your palms and step back into down dog. Just allow yourself to stretch out fully. See if maybe your heels can come down closer to the ground. Press into your palms away. And then come down onto your knees. We're gonna cross-let the feet, come to a seat. We're gonna come up into boat pose. So you can keep your feet on the ground if you'd like, keep your chest nice and lifted, and start leaning back, or you can lift your feet up off the ground. And then bring your feet down. Your hands come behind you, fingers facing toward you. We're gonna lift the hips up for a reverse table. Drop your head. And then come down. Come all the way down to the ground. Let yourself lay back and bring the soles of your feet together. Your knees open up. You can even press your thighs away, so you're sort of pulling your spine up out of your pelvis. Help adjust yourself, and then just take a moment. Allowing your hips to open. And then from here, close up your knees. Take your feet wide as the mat. Then you're gonna drop both of your knees over to the right. Stretching through your left quadricep and hip flexor, psoas. And then come up through center. Keep your feet wide and drop them both over to the left. And then come up through center. You're gonna draw your knees in and give yourself a hug. And rock side to side on your low back. And then from here, you're gonna grab your feet for happy baby. So if you can't grab your feet, you can always just grab your ankles or even pressing down on the back of your knees. The direction is pulling your knees down toward the ground, the soles of the feet shining up. And then from here, we're gonna open the feet out. So if you can grab your toes, that's great, into a wide-legged straddle. If not, you can press on the inside of your thighs, or just even grab your feet or your ankles, just opening out wide. And then we're gonna close the feet together overhead, so the legs stay straight above you. And if you can grab your toes again, or wherever you can grab on your legs, try to keep the back of your pelvis and tailbone down, and try to keep your legs straight. This is like a forward fold. It's a nice way to stretch the back of your legs with no risk, of injury to your low back. From here, we're gonna keep hold of the right foot, let the left foot come down to the ground, the knees bent up toward the ceiling. So if you grab the back of your thigh or your calf, whatever you can do here. And then extend your left foot long on the ground, out, away from you. Couple long, big breaths here, breathing in. Take your left hand out to your side for counterbalance. You're gonna open your right leg out to the right. And then come back up through center. We're gonna take the left leg over to the left for a twist. You can bend the knee if you prefer. You could grab the knee and then just take it over for a supine twist. Trying to keep your right shoulder down. Bringing the right leg and knee over toward the ground. And come back up through center. Squeeze that right knee in and then set the foot to the ground. Bend your left leg as you reach for your foot, toe, calf, whatever you can grab. Grabbing the back of your leg. Straighten out that leg and then extend your right leg away on the ground. Find some ease, some relaxation here, using your breath, breathing into your back body, touching the ground. And then keeping your right arm out to the side, open your left leg out to the side. Your right leg is active. And then bring your leg back up through center, and you can bend your knee if you like. We're taking it over for our supine twist. Left arm comes out. Try to get that left shoulder on the ground. And then come back up through center, squeeze your knees in, give yourself a hug. Once again, rocking side to side on your low back. I can't see if you guys can see my dog, but we're gonna take a cue from him. Extend everything all along, reach your hands overhead, reach your feet overhead. And then allow yourself to just rest. Rest into the ground. Arms by your side, close your eyes. Just receiving the benefits of your practice as it assimilates into your body. Observing sensation. Do you feel your blood flowing and your muscles loosened? Some tension released. Shavasana. And here, everybody take a nice big breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. And begin to make movement with your fingers and your toes. Maybe turn your head side to side. And then pull your knees in and roll over to your side. Gently helping yourself up to a seat. Sitting up nice and tall. One more time, take a nice big breath in. Sigh it out. And thank you. for practicing and joining. Namaste.
So much, Annie. Such a sweet practice you give us. Does anybody have any questions for Annie? Anything you want to share before we close? Good. You can always unmute yourself. Just go under participants right next to your name. And then you see the mute sign and you can unmute yourself and share anything you like. We're all basking in the silence, huh? Okay. All right, so I will close with Yogananda's prayer. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, friend, beloved God, may thy infinite love shine on the sanctuary of our devotion, and may we be able to awaken thy love in our hearts. Om peace, shanti, shalom. Amen. All right. Happy Wednesday afternoon to you all. And to Terry, happy Wednesday day. Thanks, guys.